Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at a personal hygiene kit. This will be one of the modulars for your I.n.c.h bag. So basically all these items are going to be for grooming and basically comfort items. So these are not, in a lot of people's views, these are not necessities, but these are good things for you to have. Because you're gonna want, these are basically morale boosters to a certain extent, and a couple things that are, uh, personal protective type stuff, but basically it's gonna help you out as well. All right, so we'll jump back into it. Basically, I'll just, show you what I got here. We'll just start listing off the stuff I have in mind, and at the end, let me know what you guys think. All right, we'll start off here to the left. I have it's a mirror with a brush in the center. Not that I have a whole lot of hair left, but it's good to have a mirror with you just to check on your well-being. You might get a scratch or something like that. Good item to carry with you. I think I got these at the dollar store for everybody in my family. Alright, moving on. I also have a full-out first aid kit in my bug-out bag, and that'll be in another video. But this is just an extra little Johnson & Johnson boo-boo kit. Just some Band-Aids and some cleansing wipes and stuff like that. It comes in a neat little small case. It was 99 cents, so it's going in there, just as a backup. Alright, we'll move along here at the bottom. I also have a little baggie here with some poison ivy relief spray. So if you were to brush up against some poison ivy, some spray to spray on it to relieve that. And then I also have some Max DEET here, some 40% Max DEET spray insect repellent. Good to have, especially if you're going to be bugging out in the woods. You're going to get tore up by mosquitoes if you're like me. Alright, next we have some UST compressed wipes, basically is what they are, like washcloths. You can pick these up at Walmart in their camping section. Basically you unwrap them and you throw them in water and they expand to the size of basically like a dish rag size. So I have a couple of them. Throw in some wet wipes. You're always going to need wet wipes that kills germs. You can pick those up at the dollar store. Great for, everything you're going to need out there. You want to be clean at some point in time. So let's see, we're going to move over here. I just have some basic earplugs with a lanyard on them. Not a necessity, but great to have. If you're shooting or something like that, you might need those for any loud noises. Maybe for even to get sleep if you're staying with a group of people and you can't stand somebody snoring or whatever. Throw them in at night. As long as you weren't on a fire watch or anything like that. Then we have just a N95 not gas mask, but just a particulate respirator, basically, for a larger matter, basically. Something not necessity, but good to have. And we'll move over again, not necessity, but we have some energy drinks here, some energy shots. Especially when you first are bugging out, you're probably going to be up for 48 hours at least. So and that's just getting the stress of everything and getting your camp set up and all that kind of stuff. So that's something you might, I wouldn't put a case of them in there or anything like that, but to have a couple in there just to keep you going, because you're going to be drained in that situation. So that's something you might want to think about, just even throwing one of them in there. They don't really weigh a whole lot, and I figure, why not? This is a hygiene / comfort kit, so it'll make things, maybe just a little bit better for you. And then I have some little, these disposable wisp basically dental hygiene. And then to go with that, I have a regular toothbrush with a case on it with a little bit of travel size, Colgate deal. Um, you know, it'll get you started, basically, is what it's going to do, and keep your teeth from rotting out of your head. So, all right, moving on, we have some chap ice, some chapstick here. Great wintertime, especially up in the Northeast here. You're going to want some of this, at least one stick of that. You can find some water, got some shampoo. Keep yourself clean to some extent. You're going to get super sweaty and super, grimy out there. So some way to, get some of the filth off of you. It's a good thing to have, a little comfort item. All right, next here, if anybody's like me, I'm kind of a hairy person, so you need a razor. This is a straight edge razor. Well, if you have younger people out there, they probably don't know what this is, but basically it's a single blade, and I don't want to pull it out, but basically it takes these Gillette 7 o'clock straight edge razors. Basically, they're little thin razor blades that go in there, and I have quite a few of them there. I figured out of all the razors, this would probably be the best kind to take, because it has two edges. So like say if you use that one edge for whatever, a week, you wear it out, then you could use the other edge for another week, so on and so forth. You could get a lot of uses. I think I have like 20 or 30 blades there. So that would probably get you through most of a year with that type of razor. Disposables are going to be way too cumbersome, and it's going to take up a lot of space and room to carry disposable razors. But that's something nice that make you feel somewhat human again too, to be able to shave up a little bit. So yeah, I threw that in there. Above that, we have just a little bit of toilet paper, just basically enough for probably a few days. Again, to get you set up. I'm not going to carry 20 rolls of toilet paper with me. It would be nice to have, but not going to happen in that type scenario. To go with that, we have just a little bit of hand sanitizer here in a little bottle. And then once you run out of toilet paper, you guys can read up on this, but this is basically a bulb syringe. It'll basically, you suck up water in it, clean water, and then you can clean your privates with this, basically, for lack of toilet paper. There's articles out there, and I've read them, and a lot of people say this is the way to go. It's in that kind of situation, that's what you're going to have to work with, basically. So I threw that in there. That's going to be your long-term solution to cleaning yourselves, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not too keen on using dried leaves to clean myself down there. So that's just a better option to keep you from scratching yourself all up. So that just gives you an idea what I have in my bag there, and we're going to keep rolling out this series of modules for your inch bag. So I have to break it up into a series, because there's no way I would be able to show you guys everything all at once. It's just too much stuff. Like I said, this bag is that you're never planning on coming home again, so it's all-encompassing stuff you're going to need for all aspects of your life. Alright guys, that'll wrap this video up. Thanks for watching this far, and as always,